Let's continue with our lesson then. And the next thing we're going to focus on is the initial benefit statement. Now, earlier in the day, I gave you some homework, and that was to write down 3 things that you thought were important for other people to know about you. We're going to refer back to that homework in just a moment. But first, let's talk about the purpose behind the initial benefit statement. Some of you may have heard this referred to as an elevator speech, and it's simply an introduction. But you know, nobody likes to make cold calls or cold introductions. So the initial benefit statement is a way for you to frame that introduction in such a way that you get an individual to want to know more about what you do. You want to present yourself and what you do in such a way that the other person says, "Oh, tell me more," thereby giving you an invitation to talk more in depth about what you do. Now, to build that, you do want to focus on what you do best. So if you would, take out the homework that you had earlier in the day. As mentioned, you wrote down 3 important things about yourself that you wanted folks to know. We asked you to write down 3 things that you were good at. Let's take a look at those right now. Because you see, the initial benefit statement, of course, has the important part about your name and what you do, but it also talks about what makes you different, what makes you unique. You notice I said what makes you unique, meaning one thing. So take those 3 things that you wrote earlier, and what I'd like you to do is look at all 3 of them and decide which one is the best. Which one is most indicative of you? Which is your best feature? Do you have that noticed? Do you have that marked down? If you would then, let's go move forward with the introduction piece. Of course, your initial benefit statement, your elevator speech, is going to have your name and what you do. So maybe it's, "Hi, I'm John Jones, and I work for the Acme Elevator Company." Now we're going to talk about what you do best. Maybe your best quality is that you're thorough. Well, being thorough is a great quality, but if I'm speaking to you in a crowded room or at a cocktail reception, maybe I don't understand what being thorough has to do with me. So first take that one good thing that you're going to focus on, and then let's translate it into what that means for the next person. For example, if you're thorough, maybe it means that your customers only have to provide information one time. Maybe it means that you do everything correctly the first time. Maybe it means there's no additional follow-up. Maybe it means that you understand everything without having to be told. Take that one piece of good information and let's translate into what that means for someone else. Now, we want to make this plain. We want to make this clear to the other person. So take the one good thing, that's your feature, and how that translates, that's your benefit, and now we're going to marry the 2. And we're going to do that through a linking statement. A linking statement can be such as, "It means that," maybe it's "so that," maybe it's simply the word "that." But you're making it clear to the listener that my thoroughness means that my customers only have to give me the information one time. So we have our initial introduction. "Hi, my name is John Jones. I work for the Acme Elevator Company." And we make sure that we're so thorough that our customers only have to provide us information one time. See what we did there? We took the name and the company, we took our feature, we added a linking statement to it, and the benefit, and we made a complete statement. So now if you would, take out the worksheet that we finished earlier in the day. On part 5, you'll notice that we ask you to write down your name on line 1, the company you work for on line 2, and then the one good thing, the one big feature that we want to talk about. Now, take a look at line 4, and you'll see several linking statements. "So that," "means that." Take one of those that fits your personality and circle that if you would. And now, take that last benefit, what that means, and write that down there on line 5. Now, once you've done that, read it back to yourself. Make sure it sounds like you, because you've completed your initial benefit statement. Now, when you meet somebody at even a casual introduction, you'll be able to say who you are, what you do, and do it in a way that will cause the other person to say, "Oh, tell me more," giving you an introduction to continue. Now, let's move on to the second lesson.